What is going on, guys? So we are covering my lower body portion of my Isochain workout. Now, I wanted to go over why we're not going over the upper body. The upper body is really simple. It's just the overhead press, the front raise, bicep curl, bench press, reverse curl, skull crusher, shrug, and row. Everything is 1x6, and I wanted to start by saying that the increases in each of them have been fantastic. Most of the increases have been anywhere between 10 to 15 pounds of force, except for some of the outliers like the shrug, which have gone up 30 pounds. So upper body's been pretty good. Oh, another outlier, by the way, is the bicep curl, which has been touching the low 200, which is absolutely insane. I still don't know how to explain that, but I have video proof, and I still think it's odd to see the number go that high, but apparently that's what's happening. So let's talk about the lower body, and the reason why we're going over the lower body is because upper body's upper, but my goal for this year is really to strengthen up my legs, hypertrophy wise and strength wise. Now, for those that are newer to the channel, one of the reasons I purchased the Isochain in the beginning was because I had really bad knees to the point where I thought I'd need surgery. So I spent most of 2021 and like 2 months of 2020, but mostly 2021 rehabbing my knees, and I haven't had a problem since with because of the Isochain. So I mean, thank God for the bulletproofing effect. It really has worked. I mean, I can't stop singing their praises. So you can see me gearing up for the belt squat to continue with the bulletproofing of my knees. Fantastic work here. Now for the lower body, my workout program is 4 Austin squats. Yeah, 4 belt squats, the seated calf raise, the deadlift, the RDL, and the standing calf raise. So I like to get the belt squats out of the way first after doing the seated calf raise, because the seated calf raise is chain link 1, the belt squats are chain link 2, so I go in ascending order typically for my leg days for the Isochain. The Isochain program usually takes me no more than like 5 to 7 minutes. Like as you can see in the thumbnail of this video, it's about a 7 minute video, and that's really all it takes. Now there are times where I'm like BSing, like you can see here, where maybe I didn't have it right in between repetitions, but I mean it's the goal is simple, just 6 seconds and we're done. I mean, I'm spending a total of 6 times 8, 48 seconds under maximal tension for my program. That's it. So what's really cool is, as you guys have probably been seeing already, with the Isochain, the translations to the leg days have been fantastic. This belt squat that I'm doing here has allowed me to do this very well. Now this is the belt squats, the dynamic version, and I just hit 500 pounds the other day. And I'm not to say that it's easy. It definitely was not easy, but it was a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be. And this contraption allows me to set up all the way to parallel. So what the Isochain is doing is it's essentially teaching our muscles are binary. They're either on or off. We've explained that in other videos, primarily the isometric ooh, that was a nice one right there. The isometric manual that was talking about that. So if the muscles only know on or off, when they're used to contracting at full power, like with these overcoming isometric contractions, what do you think is going to happen when you switch your static over to dynamic? Your force production is going to go through the roof. I feel the strongest on my dynamic belt squat at the bottom. When I get all the way to the bottom and it's time to explode back up, that's actually transition into a lot of my other lifts. So you can see my leg extensions here. This is the entire weight stack. Now I've been doing that but for years now, but doing the leg extensions now, I just wanted to try it and see how it felt. And I mean, it felt not weightless but close. And this is the whole stack. It's not to flex or whatever, it's just it's something that I wanted to put in here because I just noticed the differences, and I know I'm not the only one. I know that there have got to be other squad members that have been utilizing this. They're hybrid lifters, like we mentioned on the channel. That's another good one right there. That have really started to notice differences. Now it's going to take a while, but you know, it's been about 15 months of this and only about a month and a half of this 1x6 protocol, which really works well for me. But I can see the difference even with the leg curl, where I don't have a direct Isochain equivalent yet, but hint hint, one is coming very soon actually. The hamstrings are still getting hit by the belt squat. The belt squat's hitting quads, glutes, and hams. And so it's come along for the ride, allowing me to fling this up. Mind you, I did 10 sets of 10 for each of these. The only ones I didn't do for 10 yet are the belt squat, which I'm at 10 sets of 6. So it's 60 reps at 500 pounds. I wouldn't believe a statement like that if I wasn't the one. I mean, it's absolutely insane. Another area that I've noticed it is right here. You can see me doing the sled, and I've set it up so I'm doing 270. I weigh about 175. I can do better. This is not a weight that I'm, you know, oh yeah, I made it, you know, like I know I could do better than this, but it's interesting to see the push power that I have on the sled. Now I still run into the same issues as anyone else. You know, after a while, you know, that starts to burn. Lactic acid builds up during the laps with the sled. So that's fine. I kind of expect that, and I'm getting a little bit of hypertrophy going on with that. Definitely get a nice leg pump with the sled. But what I'm more interested in when I'm doing the sled, what I'm paying attention to, other people might be looking at the side. I'm looking at the force production. When I start pushing the sled, it's not hard. It's not hard. It's near the end when I start giving out. So I'm loving that. Part of that is the calf raise here. So you can see that I usually do it on the wall, but here it doesn't matter. I just wanted to get it out the way at that day. I'll be honest, I was kind of tired. But you know, pulling a 468 at the end of the day, here is around 10 o'clock at night. You can see me editing in the background. Not bad at all. I'm very impressed with these numbers. I wanted to drop this vlog just to kind of inform the squad, hey, this stuff does work. It does work, and it does have a place in your dynamic weightlifting routine. So hopefully we found this of value. See you next video. Peace.